Welcome, everyone. By myself, Craig Sheargold is under the weather today, so it's just me, Nick Paine, Luton Properties CEO, with our update for this week. So, giving you an idea of the numbers from the last 7 days, we've had 15 exchange contracts happen in the last week, as well as 14 more properties go under offer, which is great, and it's seeing a bit of a kick. It's interesting. We'll touch on it in a little bit about what the Reserve Bank decision last week has done to the market as well. But I thought, interestingly, 112 new listings for the year so far for the company. We're, nearly at the end of February. It's a pretty strong start from our numbers that we've looked at over the last 12 months. This time last year, we weren't at that level. So what I'm seeing is an increase in listings and an increase in people just wanting to do some transactions, I suppose, so far this year. The listing appointment numbers up 25% month on month as well. Our auction clearance rate last week was 60%. We had 10 auctions, I think, out of the 70 odd that were done in Canberra. 6 out of 10 is not too bad. It's around about the average. I dare say the Canberra average will sit around that sort of 57, 58% mark. But yeah, I think as per normal, we do put some effort into this sort of stuff, and it's really impressive to see that the results are coming for our team. Now, we touched on it last week. We talked about the RBA decision. It got made just after we'd finished recording the podcast, and so 0.25 basis points taken off the RBA cash rate. Now, most people would have got an email, any mortgage holders would have got an email from their bank saying that they're passing on that cut, which is really interesting, but it's not straight away. And so we won't see any changes to that, I guess, coming through for us punters for the next couple of weeks at least. And then the actual effects on the market, there's so many other things that are going to be at play. Obviously, we're expecting an election soon, all those sort of bits that we've touched on over the last couple of weeks. So it will remain to be seen, I think, what the actual impact of this will have. But we did see a slight uptick in numbers coming through our open homes last week, which is very interesting. It's probably to be expected, a little bit more confidence around the place. So we will keep everyone posted on that. Now, one of the things that I wanted to sort of touch on is there's a lot of people looking at new properties versus old properties, and I want to look at the new home approval rating. So new home approvals in the ACT are the lowest in Australia, which is very interesting because we've always been a building sort of state, and I think that what this means is that there's a premium put on properties that are renovated and properties that are already built and ready to go for a lot of people. So we've seen a bit of a slowdown in people moving to Canberra, which may have some effect. But it's really going to be a thing to keep an eye on, I think, over the next couple of months. We're not normally at the lowest point in Australia with new home approvals. So something to watch. I'm sure we'll be able to touch on that amongst many other things to do with mortgage rates, just what's happening in the market. We'll try and keep everyone updated. Relatively quick one this week, I think, because it's just myself here and no one wants to listen to me prattle on for too long. But thanks so much for joining us, guys. I think it's a great thing that we're doing here. My name is Nick Paine. I'm the CEO of Luton Properties. Thank you for joining us this week, and I'll see you again next week.